This is Electronica 2012. We're here with Hans-Jürgen Bochtler and Jim Armentrout from Agilent Technologies. What we're actually interested in is your investments and cooperations with universities. The last announcement that you made was with Bangor University. Why do you actually cooperate with universities? What is the thought behind it?
Okay, so first of all, when we look at universities, we have two things in mind. One is the academic research area, which is in line with our strategy of the high technology deliverable products which we have. So really the innovation in the product and the high-end area. That's one area which is very important for us to work with the key leaders in the universities in the academic research area. Another element is the education side of the same thing. So that means when we talk about education, we have the students in mind. So the students should be familiar with our products on a broad range, and that's the reason why we have programs which are helping us and helping the universities to have Agilent equipment on site to do research and the education side.
Do you actually consider this also as a recruitment scheme?
Of course, there is a recruitment element in it. So there is always a search for the best talent in the world. So yes, we are offering internship and all these kind of things, but at the end it is more on the high-end technology and to making everybody aware about our products.
Do you actually will you actually continue with this, investing more into other universities as well around Europe, or is it something that you do worldwide?
So I'll take that. Actually, on the Europe side, if we look at it, the markets in Europe are so heavily focused around research and R&D that the university programs here are particularly important to Agilent as a company, because we really see Europe as one of the key centers of R&D. And so those universities in Europe that are feeding into that market is ideal for a company like Agilent Technologies.
Is Europe actually a big market for you?
Absolutely. It's been a strong market for us, and again, if you look at the mix of the kinds of customers and the kinds of things we deal with in Europe, it tends to be more around high-end research, around development, and in many cases these universities are feeding those research centers into the high product development.
What is actually planned for Europe as a region?
Well, I don't know exactly which direction you want to make, but when we look at Europe, we are not just looking at the ultimate order generation which is coming out of Europe. Europe as a research and R&D house, I would say, is having influence on the worldwide industry. So if we think about, let's say, we can even talk about the German automotive industry, which is heavily generating orders and business levels in Asia and in Latin America. Or if we look at the key R&D sites which we have in Europe, when it comes to manufacturing, it might be outside of Europe, or it might be in Eastern Europe or somewhere. So the whole world is global. So when we look at Europe, we are looking at Europe much more as an engineering site which has worldwide consequences.
What is actually going on in the Nordic region of Europe, Scandinavia, Finland?
So well, I mean, we have huge customers there, big names, and I think we do our best to also enable them to have our products in R&D, and then whenever they go to manufacturing, that they use our equipment also in manufacturing on a worldwide base. These are all real, true global companies.
Do you actually have a cooperation with a university in Scandinavia and Sweden?
In universities of Sweden, yes. We have several universities we work with in Sweden.
Which one?
I don't have it here.
Actually, we have a huge list of universities and academic research centers which we are working with. So we are quite proud about this huge list. That means it's hard for us to actually remember exactly the names which are, but we have them all over in Europe, and from the north to the south, in in all. I mean, even to Middle East Africa.
Right.
Okay.
So that this is really a global program. You know?
And if we think about it, one of the key technologies, key markets that Agilent invests in is communications, right? And obviously, if we look at the Nordic region, it's a big area for communications and communications research, whether it's cellular devices, whether it's base stations, those kinds of products. A lot of that original design happens there. So obviously, that's a place where Agilent has a big investment and focus.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for your time.